So what makes the beer amazing?
That's a good question. Yeah. I'm not a brewer. I've been around my college roommates, head brewer up in Asheville now. I mean, like, we've been brewing beer for 20 plus years and drinking it
ingredients
for that time. I think the quality ingredients, we use a lot of Florida. We're trying to use more Florida. There's a farm up near Gainesville somewhere that I'm just now learning about that we're trying to get more Florida grown grains, rye, stuff that we can use that's from the state. But yeah, quality ingredients and the process. But I think the brewer, we hired a award-winning brewer, and it's
unicorn. He's a unicorn.
Yeah, and it's good, And
because it's an art.
It is an art, and it's an art that I don't even.
It's amazing.
Yeah, when you drink good beer, it's just a different experience.
Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to another awesome episode of Talkin St. Pete. I'm your host, Ryan Bogdan. I want to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Bogdan Homes. So if you have anyone in the greater Tampa Bay area that's looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, because the place is booming, find our contact information in the description below. And now on to our two amazing guests. We have Jonathan and Angie with Golden Isles Brewery. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah. Hey, this is episode 58, I think, if we're counting right.
Okay.
So we've had a little practice.
I like that number.
Yeah. It's a good one for you guys.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, thank you. Thanks for
having us.
Shout out Kara for connecting us.
Yeah,
that's
we
cool.
love you, Kara.
Kara, We have superstars at Golden Isles.
Yeah.
So.
Magical.
Yeah, I've heard amazing things about your place. We'll just get it out of the way now. I haven't been yet.
That's why we didn't bring any of you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No swag till you come.
Yeah, you'll come and we'll get you.
No,
I
will. I will. And what you can't ever have enough breweries.
Yeah.
But you guys are doing something different.
Yeah, I would say we are.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, looking at St. Pete and when we opened and after COVID and it was like, well, why does St. Pete another brewery? And it doesn't, and it does, and we were able to locate a niche area. And that's what North St. Pete, a lot of cool areas in St. Pete, coming from Denver where they have breweries in little neighborhoods where you can walk to, a lot of walkability and biking. So when we found this old building in North St. Pete, it was like, yeah, we can do that.
They called to you.
They called to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like, we weren't forcing it,
Yeah, you can't.
And it came. So
yeah.
I mean, I grew up in St. Pete. I moved away in 1996, so it's been a long time. Atlanta, New York, Denver, and like Jonathan said, breweries were in every neighborhood. So our kids are 9 and 12 now, but we wanted to go somewhere where we could meet up with friends and not, be at the park all the time. We wanted to have a drink or just meet up with friends who maybe didn't want to be at the playground.
Right.
Who didn't have kids. So we moved back almost 4 years ago, and it's been a dream of Jonathan's, and there you have it.
So Denver to St. Pete, two different climates, totally different. What was the draw here?
A lot of things. My childhood best friend, Erin, passed away, and that's really the true reason we came back. Her whole family's here. My family's here. Jonathan's family is in Georgia, so East Coast called us. We, loved Denver. It was cool. Had a lot of fun there. Met a lot of great people, but we love the water. Everyone did laugh when we moved back. I said I would never move back to Florida. It is too hot, but
St. Pete's not the same St. Pete that you left.
No,
St. Pete is cool.
Yeah, St. Pete is cool. When I left in 96, no offense to anyone, mom and dad, it was not cool. So went to Florida State, moved to New York, moved to Atlanta, started visiting, and oh boy, it's so cool now. And
yeah, we watched it change.
Yeah.
When we started dating in Atlanta in 08, 09, and came down here and through the years, but we went to Denver in 15, but and then visited twice a year from that. But it was like,
so you did watch it change.
We'd come down, every couple of months. We're like, I was like, this is weird, and then it was like, this is kind of cool, and then all of a sudden it was like, holy crap, it's too cool.
Yeah. Just, going to Green Bench, going to Three Daughters, Wild Child, going to Vinoy. My kids were just like, why don't we live here again? And then COVID, like anybody else, you start to evaluate what are we doing?
What is life?
Yeah, why are we not closer to our family? Our families are very important to us, and it was like, okay, let's do it. And it was a shock to everyone, but probably the best change we've ever made. So,
I was just speaking with another guest about how this is a launch pad for people to start a business.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurial friendly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where did you have the idea to start Golden Isle prior to moving here, or like let's walk through this whole
of course.
birth of this?
Yeah, and no, not that to spend all afternoon here, but no, I think again, we met in Atlanta. I'm born and raised in Georgia. We've like I said, I went to Asheville and school in Asheville, and my friends are brewers up in North Carolina. Obviously, it's a very hot beer town, and we had decided to move back before COVID, and then we were waiting for school to end, and then COVID hit, and it changed everything.
School ended on its own.
And so Golden Isles is on the coast of Georgia. It's where my folks grew up. It's where we actually got married there.
Yeah, kids were baptized
there. So it's a very special place to us. So during COVID, we went there to get away from all the lockdown stuff, which was a blessing. That's where the idea. I had already had the idea. Jekyll Island is part of Golden Isles. That's the first brewery in Georgia historically, 1777 or something, back when it was a colony. So I was
Jonathan's a history buff.
Right.
It's cool. This is so many things.
And it was like, well, there needs to be a brewery here on the island, and that was where the original idea came from. Wrote the business plan during COVID, and everything changes, and we were like, okay, well now Golden Isles is just a vibe, right? It's just like an idea. It's a place to be, a place to meet friends.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, let's just do it in St. Pete. We can make Golden Isles St. Pete.
We have 2 kids, and you don't know what you don't know, right? Our son plays soccer. Our daughter is in ballet and horseback riding. There was no way on the planet that we were going to be running a business from St. Pete on Jekyll Island.
Right.
We didn't know. We thought in our minds, we could do this. So no way.
But there was
a lot of reasons it didn't work.
But the spark was there.
Yeah.
The spark was there to, like you said, we didn't know. Like the spark was there to
and then
do
the building,
something.
came to us.
Yeah. And we had a building there. We actually had gone kind of far on the island to do it.
Who knows? There still might be a Golden Isles.
Right.
Yeah.
Who knows? It could be in the future.
It's not the end.
It's not off the table.
But that was you just wait for the universe to, you poke it and it pokes you back, and that's what I said. And my friends who are my partners, I mean, we're locally owned. I mean, it's my childhood friends that invested in my business. We have no other financing, no other debt, no other money than that. Just a few friends that loved the idea.
Believed in your dream.
Believed in it. Believed it. And they were the ones that were like, well, you're in St. Pete. Why don't you do it there? And I was like, but you can throw a rock and hit a brewery in St. Pete. And then that's when it was like, hold on. And I knew North St. Pete pretty well.
Yeah.
That's where people have been living.
You move a few streets up and just boom, there was.
And we're surrounded by 4 neighborhoods. Yeah. And it's been, I will tell you, we've been open 5 months as of March 4th.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The community has been so amazing. We've learned a lot. There are always going to be haters. That's life. Who cares? However, we have regulars that are like our friends now. It's been 5 months.
And we're still getting new customers. We're getting new customers
wild.
from neighbors in the neighborhood that have just
Blown
come
away.
in last week for the first time.
Blown away.
And you feel like, well, we've been here for so long. We haven't. And obviously we get a lot of out-of-town people and a lot of that stuff.
Every day we're like, are they going to stop coming? We're so grateful. Like, we have no idea.
Are they one and done? No. But again, that's it. That's it. And it really... We love Central Ave. We love all the businesses down there on Beach and Central, and it's a great place. But what we knew from Denver is that it does have these pocket neighborhoods.
Oh, of course.
You have downtown Denver, and then you've got Wash Park, and you have West Highland, you got Low High, and you've got all these neighborhoods where we're going to go see our friends in Wash Park, and then we're going to walk somewhere there, or they're going to come see us, and then we're going to walk to our brewery in our neighborhood. And
there's so many cool spots.
I think
in
that's
St. Pete.
what's happening in St. Pete.
It
obviously.
It is, and you guys were good to jump on that and identify that. So for someone who hasn't been to Golden Isles, what's the vibe? What makes it special?
Well, there's a lot of things. One, we get a lot of shade for being too kid friendly, and that's fine.
Well, then it's not for them.
100%. We are very kid friendly, and we're not going to change. I will say that you can come, and there aren't kids during the week when kids are at school, and it's chill. Typically, kids aren't in the bar area, right? And I love being kid friendly. We have limits, right? It can't be Animal House,
anyway.
right?
Right.
But But the vibe is that it's something for everyone, right? Like we have regulars that don't have kids and we have regulars who have kids, and it's chill. It's for good people. It's for happy people. Are you laughing at my hat?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Well, and again, the neighborhood aspect of it. You know, we have rotating food trucks. We didn't want to do a restaurant. We didn't want to do food. We wanted to support other local businesses in any way that we can.
Yeah, we're huge on that.
Well, that brings the community together.
Brings it in.
We have Funnel Vision, who's there pretty much all the time, whom we love. From Stone Soup Cafe, Zach, like Matt, who runs that, and they do just so many great things. They'll do specials for us, and then we rotate it. There's a taco. I don't know if you've heard about this, but her name's Erica, and she does a taco pop-up on Tuesdays and Thursdays. She's this amazing Mexican woman. Her family comes. I hug her. Like it.
It's a family affair.
I can't even explain to you.
People are coming for that. Coming to eat tacos.
But it's
authentic.
And we really, it's for good people, right? Like I won't work with a food truck if they're jerks. I'm going to be honest with you. We've had there's so many good people in St. Pete. So we work with a lot of great people.
We had oysters last night, which was a hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pop up, Lost Coast.
Yeah,
Bellies,
that's different.
Yeah, it is.
Minos,
Just and doing that Sunshine City popcorn we sell, all the time.
We try to do anything we can.
We
do
weren't
to help
in the
community.
business of doing food, and there's so many people that are doing it right.
Right. So why we'll let them do their specialty, you do yours, and you blend them together.
And people love that, and I think the authenticity of just like a place that people want to come and hang. Like I want to go and hang out there.
Yeah.
Our employees they were there last night eating oysters.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like we're not trying to force anything.
Right.
And I go with there. Why are you there all the time? Well, I want to make sure it's somewhere I'd go.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if I don't want to go there, why would anyone else?
We
wanna
like
be
going there.
And that's important. And so.
And we do try to go with and without our kids, so we can see when I'm not with my kids, I sit
What's
at the
the
bar.
vibe?
Yeah,
Right.
I don't want to be with my kids all the time either.
You're your own customer.
Yeah. It's just
that
true.
is what it's. And now they're younger than me now, the customers, because they were me 10 years ago. But that's
you're putting yourself in that seat to enjoy the experience. How do people show up? What are they seeing? What are they feeling?
Yeah.
What's the vibe? To not just be the owner, but to show up as a customer, I think is important.
It is, and it's I think it's the pieces of the puzzle. It's not just one thing that's good. Like the beer is good. That's important. And we have our
really
own
good.
beer, and that's good. But we also have other people's beer. But we don't have just beer. We have
Prosecco on tap, Sangria on tap, Kombucha on tap. We have NA. I mean, the Prosecco on tap, there's one of my favorite restaurants in Denver has pizza, oysters, and Prosecco on tap.
What a vibe.
And it's amazing. Cart Driver. Shout out to Cart Driver because I'm still trying to get your Prosecco on tap. And it's incredible. It's one of my favorite things. And I was adamant on it because people were like, oh, it's never. I'm like, we're going to have it. I don't care. And it's really cool because, I'm not actually a huge beer drinker. I am now because I love our beer. To be honest, I was totally converted. But stop hitting me with that.
You guys are cute.
Sometimes. But we have NA cocktails, we have canned cocktails. We want something for everybody, truly, and that's the vibe of Golden Isles. Go back to your question a long time ago.
No, you guys are elaborating beautifully.
It's good times, great Coldies is our slogan. Stay golden, St. Pete. I mean, that's it. Good times, great Coldies, stay golden. I mean, it really sums it up. Because the good times are the times that you're having with your friends, your family, the neighborhood. There are people that are meeting each other that are neighbors that didn't know each other.
Because
they didn't know each other,
right?
And now they're vibing. Whether it's business or personal, we're doing business meetups. We're doing networking events. We have Run Club once a month, and they love
Run
it.
Club is
We're
so
doing
much
yoga
fun.
on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
They love it. That's the community.
I made Jonathan
aspect
do
of it.
yoga.
Yes.
He's never doing it again.
Probably retired from that, but
It's too hard. It's too hard for him.
I do need to get to the gym, but
flexibility is important.
Yeah,
Did you hear that, Kara, Emily?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the
You got
the gym guy, the crew at our place.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that's the community aspect of it.
It's fun.
It's strong. You guys are embodying what it means to be local in St. Pete and bringing it all together, which is the community.
Yeah.
You know, I've had
Yeah.
50 plus interviews here with local business owners, and the community is one of the huge things that we
It's so
talk about.
fun.
And you have all aspects. You just named so many different communities, and you're
Yeah.
like the mecca.
It's a hub. You
It's-
know?
But even like our printer and then the contacts we've made through our landscape guy or Mook, you know, our friends, our
Sunshine
regulars.
City
Yeah,
gear,
I mean,
like-
they've become like our family members. I love these people, and
Well,
it's just blown me away.
I mean, and her growing up here and leaving and coming back, you know, and then me just moving here 4 years ago, and like I feel like a local because
Yeah.
that's
really cool.
the city. Like that's what it lets you do.
Gives you a big hug.
It does.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be a native, you know, like all this, like it's welcoming in that sense. Like
And I will say in Denver, people like the native culture there was a little different. Like, you know, remember everyone would get so
Yeah,
mad to
like-
transplants, and we
well, they
were
had the
that.
native stickers
Yeah, I
on the
remember
bottom
that.
of the
It was like we were like not tell people that we.
Oh, that you weren't native.
Yeah, it's not like that here.
Yeah.
It's
No.
like
Same
welcome.
No,
Yeah.
it's embodied. I mean, it's
you become that
Yeah.
when you're here.
It's almost rare if you are from here.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
it is.
like
And
you're-
Atlanta was kind of like that too. But
Yeah.
my lifelong friend who I mentioned, her whole family's born and raised here. You know, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he tells stories about going to Crescent Lake and getting balls from, you know, Joe DiMaggio
Yeah.
and Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah,
40s.
yeah, it's
And
really
they
cool.
would sell them to tourists for
Yeah.
$1. or
It's
things
just
like-
wild
but, you
stuff.
know, like,
And he like walks up to the brewery and has a beer.
yeah,
and
he's
that's pretty cool.
79 years
Yeah.
old. You know, born and raised here.
Yeah.
Family was very.
So-
That's so cool.
And they live around the neighborhood. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, yeah, you're getting you're, you know, being here for only 5 months being open, but the experience. What's magnify that times 5 years?
Yeah.
The connections, the experience,
Yeah.
everything that you're gonna. I mean, you're like in a hyperdrive.
It is.
of
It is.
experience, right?
Yeah,
Because you
it
have
feels
so
that
much
way.
going through.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you-
it's daily, and like you said, like a hyperdrive is the exact way to
And people are
describe
so
it.
Yeah.
nice. People are so nice and welcoming. I mean, the neighboring businesses are very supportive, and everyone is really supportive. Even the neighbors behind us, like if there's a problem, they reach out. They're kind.
Yeah.
And we're vice versa. We're like, how can we work with
Yeah. And local businesses have helped you guys get off the ground.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Didn't you mention the
100%.
Green Bench?
Green Bench is
Oh, yeah.
Green Bench was
So
has
supportive.
been supportive since the beginning. I mean, we were trying to open in May, and which was a we knew
That's
was
funny.
a lofty goal, and come September we're still not open, and I had my 40th birthday, and we were like, I was
They
like,
gave
we can
us
go
a
to the
gift,
beach or do
yeah.
this or that, and she was like,
No.
why don't you just have a party at
Yeah.
Golden Isles, like family and friends, and because you want to be there anyway. Because I was like, well, if I'm not
You're
open by
bitter.
my birthday,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be mad, and I wasn't. So they gave us some kegs, just and King State, the brutalist that gave us some too, and we just had a family and friend party. We had neighbors walking up trying to buy beer.
Yeah.
We're like, no, we can't.
Right.
We,
But we just
can't
gave
buy.
them
We
beer,
can't
yeah.
sell any beer.
Yeah,
We don't
you
have
just-
to. We're just
Yeah.
having a private party.
Yeah.
But come on in, and they hung
Yeah.
out with us and excited. And then 2 weeks after that, we did open up. So,
Yeah.
we love.
I sometimes have to light that fire, even if he doesn't realize it.
We
I'm
lo-
like,
you
let's
know,
have
we-
a birthday party.
we love. We've been obviously been going to Green Bench
Yeah.
since even from the Atlanta days of coming down here. We love them. So
Yeah.
to have their support and to have hops and just everybody downtown that we can go to, and then they come.
Yeah,
and
Hawthorne.
hang
Love
out.
those
The
teams.
Auto Shop,
There's
yeah.
so many people
Yeah.
that we could name, and
Grand
if I've forgotten
Central.
you, please
Sesh
don't
is
get mad.
even Sesh opening up down the street. We
Yeah.
love Sesh. They're
Yeah.
making great beer. They just won best beer in Florida. Like
Wow.
St. Pete's making some good beer. And
Our brewer is, I've said magic, but there's so many magic people that have come. Like our brewer is amazing.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
well,
and
and it just goes to like the Tampa area. Like
Yeah.
obviously right now it's beer week and there's a lot going on, which is kind of cool that we're here now.
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
we're
we
going
just
to
did a collaboration.
yeah,
Golden
with,
Brews
with King State.
Yeah.
We're going to Magnanimous later to Lagerfest tonight, which is King State's annual event of lagers. 30
Isn't Good
different.
Word going to be there?
Good Word from Atlanta, who's
Which
a
is
friend
one
of
of his
ours.
close friends.
So
yeah.
beer is being made, good beer is being made, and
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of when you like good beer. We have the good beer. If you're not a beer drinker, we have the other options
Yeah.
that for you. But your friend drinks beer and I don't drink beer, then we have what you
Yeah.
need there too. But it's the environment, it's the vibe, it's the location. Clearly, we found a niche neighborhood that needed something like this, but. Without good beer, you're dead on arrival. And
Right,
we have not just good beer, we have amazing beer.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So what makes the beer amazing? What's
That's
the
such a
art?
good question.
Yeah.
I'm not a brewer. I've been around my,
Yeah, but you know
my
good
college
beer.
roommate, so head
So
brewer up
good.
in Asheville now. I mean, like, we've been brewing beer for 20 plus years and drinking it
Quality
for
ingredients.
that time. I think the quality ingredients,
big.
we use a lot of Florida. We're trying to use more Florida. There's a farm up near Gainesville somewhere that I'm just now learning about that we're trying to get more Florida grown grains, rye, stuff that we can use that's from the state. But yeah, quality ingredients and the process. But I think the brewer, we hired a award-winning brewer, and it's
Unicorn. He's
and
a
it's-
unicorn.
Yeah, and it's good, you know. And
Because
I
it's
think
an art.
It is an art,
I
and it's an
started
art that
drinking
I
beer
don't
again.
even.
It's
that-
amazing.
Yeah. When you drink good beer, you know, it's just a different experience.
Yeah.
And then that's my opinion. I mean, and I've had all kind of beer.
I'm sure.
all
Well, yeah,
over the
yeah,
country,
yeah.
but
No,
when you-
I take your word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And if
Delicious.
Angie's back in the game of drinking
yeah,
beer, that's how you know.
Yeah, you
And
know,
there's a lot of good beer.
there
at
is,
CP,
and,
so.
and-
Yeah.
but you know, recognizing that not everyone drinks beer, so we offer those, and then also being able to be a tap room in a sense to where we have half to 3/4 of our beer from other breweries. We have right now Postcard Pilsner on by Green Bench. We have Berry House on, which is in Tampa, and they just won a bunch of awards. Like being able to highlight those local area beers is cool because it gives those breweries. I mean,
Yeah, you're putting everyone on the map, but
Yeah.
you're helping others. They'll help you. It's just
yeah,
like give and take, give and take.
and it just gives us a variety. Like
Right.
Yeah, we
and-
even
and
have
change it up.
functional beverages too.
Yeah,
We
we
do
have the
some of
mushroom,
those.
the limeanes, the cordyceps, like just different things that.
Not everyone drinks alcohol.
Right? No, it's
we
true.
wanna
There's
offer
more
that.
and more of that becoming.
We have N.A. Negroni from our buddy in
Whoa.
Asheville, Devil's Foot. He's
It's great Coldies.
It's
And so if
delicious.
Coldies is a beer, for us it was, give me a Coldie out of the fridge and it was a beer. Was it Coors Light or was it a Green Bench beer? It was a Coldies, but that can translate to anything that you drink.
A
And-
Coldies.
And,
Yeah.
Coldie. And it's,
Yeah,
and
I need a
we're-
Coldie.
If it's a functional or if it's a, organic soda or what else do
water.
we
Even
have?
we have like
Yeah.
delicious spring
Mountain water,
We have
it's
bubbles.
just, it provides the catalyst for
Yeah.
the experience,
It's
right?
so obvious from the vibe of you two of why you're so successful. It's-
We're working on
We're
it.
very
We're-
proud.
yeah.
We're very
no,
proud.
it is,
and
but
we
you're
like
welcome.
it.
Like I'm ready. Like let's go hang out and have
Yeah.
a Cody. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I mean?
wanna
Like,
go.
you know,
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
It could be a cold brew.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
We, can coffee,
We have that too. Yeah, we have
and then the
amazing
staff is like,
homebrew.
"Are you really adding another drink?" You know,
Yes.
like oh yeah, now we
Always.
found canned Bloody
Oh,
Mary
yeah.
cocktails.
We
you
did.
know, and it was like important for we open at 11 on the weekend. It's like maybe somebody wants a
One
Bloody
day
Mary.
I wanted a Bloody Mary, and I was like, all right.
And we don't have a liquor license, so everything,
Under 5%,
liquor wise
yeah.
has to be under 6%.
6%.
Beer and wine is obviously over that. So, all these they call RTDs, the ready to drinks. They have real, these didn't exist, I don't even think five years ago, but when they're real tequila,
Yeah.
the tequila seltzers we serve, tequila, soda
like
water,
organic,
lime, and salt.
yeah.
That's the only
Delicious.
4
We
ingredients.
serve it over ice.
There's no acetate this or
Right.
this or that. It's a literal, that's the ingredients or no added sugars.
I'm really
and stuff like
particular.
that.
I don't want to eat or drink a bunch of garbage.
Yeah.
And our
Right.
staff is the same. And so we really try to make sure all of our product adheres to that.
No, it's
And
all
that's
yeah.
important,
You
yeah.
you can feel the passion radiating off it too. It's good.
Something's
it's good.
radiating.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah,
what.
yeah. So, what was the biggest struggle, if we could identify one thing in starting a brewery? Like for those,
One
like
thing.
if there's someone else that's listening right now that's thinking about starting a brewery, what advice would you give to them?
Run. No,
No,
I'm just
no.
kidding.
That's
I'm
what
kidding.
someone said to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one, obviously the struggle is believing in yourself and what you need to do, but also finding that niche. I think finding the need.
Mm-hmm.
Like what need are you gonna solve? Where is the ask? Like
Yeah, don't conform to
Yeah.
what other people are doing. Find your own thing,
believe in it.
believe in it, and
Yeah.
ignore all the other
I mean,
noise.
like, you don't know how much. I know probably kept her awake. How much sleep I've left questioning myself. This is going to be a bust. This is just what's so special about this idea, or what's anyone can do it.
The self doubt.
the self doubt. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'd wake up in the middle. I'd call it my staring at the ceiling of like there's a million things you could worry about the renovation, the
that part's
licensing,
hard. The
dealing
renovation
with the
is
city,
hard. Yeah.
all those. Yeah, but those things are hard, but they're
part of it,
they're
yeah.
they're able to be overcome.
Yeah.
You deal with the city if you're patient enough, you get it done, but I think
it's not easy. It takes time, like anything else.
And blocking out the noise. But I mean, you have to have value, right? With any business, what's the value you provide? If it's a service or a product?
Yeah.
For us, it's both. It's the service and the product. And what do they say? Location. That was the beginning of it. Finding this location and getting this location. When I saw it, and I'll tell this story real quick because it is a big part of where we are. I mean, I knew I got in a fender bender when I first moved here. Actually, the car was parked, and I just ran into it. So I don't know if that's a fender bender.
Was it the rental car?
Yeah.
So anyway, he had a rental car.
So I was like, I'm gonna go try to fix this myself. So I go to the body shop, which is where we are. It was a body shop, and so I go there, and the guy's like, "No, I can't work on it." They did a lot of high-end car painting, and it's like, "We'll just take it here." So that was my first experience with the location, and so that's a funny story. So
that is
the day that we saw it empty, all the fencing was gone. They had painted it black and white. It looked like primed up and ready to go, but there was no signs or anything. And I was like, well, somebody bought it and somebody leased it, and that would have been the perfect place because we had already shifted to St. Pete, and it was weird because I didn't know where I wanted to be. And like I said about we don't need another brewery on Central. I mean, I'm not saying there's not room for another one on Central, but
that's not where you wanted to be.
It was not where we needed to be. And then I said, that was the spot. And it was gone. And I didn't have it. And it was cleaned up and, it was perfect. I could see it. And I was like, shoot, I missed it. We need to find this spot somewhere else. And the day after Ian, the hurricane that came through Ian, I was at the Ace right down the street, and there was a for lease sign in the window, and it had been somebody had taken it off the market and went back on the market, and I got it, and within a week we had it.
You were like, nope, jumping on it.
Like that's just like whatever you want to call that. Like I knew that I needed that, and I had lost it for that time, and just staying
but it came back
with
to
it.
you.
It came back. So being able to go day to day, like when you want to talk about what's the hardest thing, is just the day to day.
Yeah.
Of like I missed something, or I lost this, or I screwed that up, or I missed an opportunity.
Or not knowing too, knowing, like imagining when we were digging up the floors and you all were redoing the electrical and the plumbing, imagining what it was going to look like or be like or believe that it was ever going to happen.
Or that people would come.
Yeah.
Right. You're doing all this work. I'm digging in the floor, laying pipe. And,
am I going to look like an idiot?
Or like how we even met Kyler, our general manager. Just all of it's been very kismet. But that's how my life has been, and Jonathan. So I kind of just feel like
I think that's how all of our lives are.
Yeah.
When you're paying attention.
Agree.
If you pay,
if you pay attention.
If you're paying attention.
Yeah, and I believe that. So.
Yeah.
And it makes life like this wild trip, like this.
Like a puzzle.
Like, this doesn't seem like it's my life.
No, it's a journey.
And we still have a long way to go.
Yeah.
But isn't
You're
that
just getting started.
We're just getting started.
I say that all the time.
We're not even. I mean, you said successful, which is nice. I like to hear that. But I mean, we're not yet.
But in your mind, because you're on the journey,
Yeah.
you'll never reach it.
Never.
Right.
No, we have so many more things we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
It's weird, right?
It is
Yeah.
weird.
Because when define success to when you're on top of that mountain and you're like, now, because then you can never get there because then what's
Never.
above it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Right.
We're not complacent people. We're always looking to the next. Not that we're not enjoying the present by any means, but, we're always like, yeah, this is great, but...
Yeah.
And we're not, and you're not always right either.
No, definitely not.
I'm the guy with all the ideas in the clouds and in the space. Like I've got
you're boots on the ground.
They call him Spaceman.
Yeah. She does. She's the grounded one, and
you need that.
They don't always. But these ideas wouldn't work if I didn't throw them all out there.
No, without a doubt, and that's why.
And
we
they're
work
not
well
just
together.
my ideas either. I mean,
you never ask for help. Having good friends and people that ask for help.
And people that support, and it's hard to do in life with family and friends or people that have been in your life for a long time.
That are negative.
It's hard to, there's a lot of tough decisions that you have to make, but you have to make them in your own self-interest. And all you can do is to keep those people, the right people around. And those people are going to change. They are going to change.
That's probably been the biggest life lesson, learning lesson for us in this. And I'm like a reformed people pleaser, is that the people.
Me too.
Yeah, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. But the people in your closest people are going to change.
And they have to.
And it's hard because you're like, well, they've been here at this time, or they were here at this point, or they've been here this long, but that doesn't mean they stay. And that's the hardest, especially for people like her, that's what her job is. I mean, that's what she does. She gives and gives and gives, and the people that she needs around her are the ones that give back. But she's given so much to people that never gave back.
Right.
But continue to do it out of the goodness of her heart, and I'd be like, forget that,
right.
But she
would
stay that.
It's good karma.
Meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good on the karma front. We ought to meet in the middle somewhere.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Well, your core 5 is going to continue to change.
Yeah.
I do this little exercise where I look at who are the 5 people I have the most conversations with, who are the 5 people I physically spend the most time around. Yeah. And are those 5 people the 5 people that are going to get me to where I need to go?
Yeah.
And if not, I gotta change one. I gotta find the person, right? Because you are an average of the 5 people you surround yourself with.
It's very true.
Like that 5.
I love that.
5's a good
one of them left me, so she, she died. And I don't say that in she was my forever person. But that's okay.
And we have her up on. We have her plaque on the wall.
Come to Golden Isles, you'll see.
We have her Adventure Be Your Life.
Yeah,
was her
special.
slogan.
Yeah.
So. We pay homage to that 100%.
Yeah.
And
but that's why we're here, and so I think that's why the place is extra special.
And then that puts into perspective that nothing
really matters.
Nothing really matters.
Yeah.
You lose someone at 40, nothing.
Yeah.
You go for it. What else are you gonna?
What do you have to lose? Yeah. Go for it.
It's beyond true.
Yeah.
You get beyond true. Beyond true.
Yeah, something small doesn't really matter.
The only thing that matters is love, and you guys 100%. Are pouring love out of this place. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's a stream of.
There's a lot of love. There's a lot of love.
Yeah. We love it.
Yeah.
I mean,
love is important.
And again, to go back to St. Pete, it's like, I don't know, it just drew us here. Obviously, she's
you
here.
have roots here. Yeah.
I said I would never move back, so here we are. It's 1996 to 2020.
Big difference.
Yeah.
So being, the local small business community is incredible.
Incredible.
So strong.
Yeah.
What do you think St. Pete looks like 5 years from now?
Well, I think there have been some growing pains that we, we're redoing. What are we redoing? Is it the sundial area again?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the 4th time, maybe not. Let's hope we get that right.
Yep.
I think
it needs to be redone.
I think it could be cool. Like Armature Works in Tampa is magical.
For
Love
being such a large area, it's underwhelming.
Yeah, let's get it right.
Yeah.
Let's get that right. You can't be near that gorgeous tree in the museum and not get that right.
Mm-hmm.
I think the growing pains that we've seen, pedestrian safety is huge. I'm actually meeting with the city after this, especially in our area. I think they're going to learn a lot from all this growth and make it more walkable. Because they want to be walkable, but I think we've not seen that kind of rise to where it needs to be. And just kind of, I think the city and the community meeting in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like making sure we're not losing Old St. Pete, but we're still growing where we need to be. I think that's where we're going to be. I think we've seen a lot of it.
It's ever going to be changing. It's never
going
to be the same as it was yesterday.
Never.
Yeah. Well, and you have to accept that whether you want progress or not, whether you want an old house torn down and a new block house being built. That's not something you can control.
Mm-mm.
But there are things that you control. You can control. We can control safety. The city is laid out wonderfully. The grid, the way that the streets are. I mean, look at other cities that you're winding and twisting, sitting in surface traffic.
Atlanta, Orlando, hot mess.
Terrible.
So St. Pete is gonna continue to grow. There's gonna be traffic. Oh yeah, there used to never be traffic at this.
There used to never be delicious restaurants or culture.
Yeah, now you're getting all this national recognition on food and on beer and a lot of other things. It's a tourist attraction.
It's
so
meeting
wasn't
in the middle.
it just Forbes ranked us number 2?
Right.
Something like that. I saw that.
Top locations.
And you got Greenbench with their James Beard nod, for Web City
and
sellers.
so many opportunities,
sellers,
so many cool places. Where were we last night? In Between Days.
In Between Days.
Oh my gosh.
It's a cool place.
Blew me away.
Oh my
gosh. Cool place.
Yeah.
And you would never
cool.
those are the places we love
and
to go into.
It's a house. You could drive. You could blow right past it. Not even know it's there.
I actually went to the wrong place.
Yeah.
We were trying to go
to the wrong house, knocking on the neighbor's door.
Or I don't know if you've been Coldies. Have you been there?
I've heard of that.
Yeah, Coldies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We got to shout out the North St. Pete, Dr. Martin Luther King
There's so
Business
many.
District, Litas, Jungle
Oh my
Plants,
gosh, so
Coldies.
good.
We have Sunset
Blush.
Grill, which is the old Florida restaurant, right next door
Oh
to
my
us,
gosh.
Blush, Trips,
so many.
Boat, like this block from 22nd Ave to 34th
But
Ave.
then even like the old Siam, is it not, or Siam Gardens? Like
You
that's
guys, you're bringing such energy and vibe of people. People don't normally are only talking about central downtown.
Oh, sorry, very
no,
excited.
no,
Yeah.
it's so good. It's so good. I love this.
Yeah, I mean, there was a 9th Street coffee shop and bar that just opened
just
up.
opened,
And then
yeah.
you just have these old businesses that are still successful. AA Glass, that we get our glass from to redo this 1960s building. And we had an architect, young architect early on and worked at a firm in Tampa. And we're looking at your building as an example of not tearing down buildings, but repurposing the building. Obviously, sometimes they need to be torn down.
But even our landlord is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he's awesome.
Yeah, when we did it, we had a shell of a building, and we kept that. It was a 1960s shell service station with 3 bays. We ripped all the plumbing out and all the electrical and all the floors and built a patio and that and put all landscaping in.
Or wait, and we have he's a firefighter, and he did all like the woodwork.
Yeah.
Or even our friend who's an electrician.
So you really
did all
embody just everything local.
Yeah.
It's all. I mean, you couldn't. I mean, it's. We want to be local. Keep St. Pete local. It's a saying,
we do.
and obviously money comes in.
Do you think
business
do you think that's going to be harder and harder as time goes on?
It will, 100%. I mean, you still
do
have
what you can.
You still have people popping up on Central. One of our trucks is trying to open a place on Central. Sunshine City Popcorn. They have a nice little place on. Those are local places, but I mean. With any growth and progress is development and money.
Jonathan's not from here.
Yeah,
I
mean,
I am.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean that. I'm just watching big businesses.
Big business, yeah.
Because
You're gonna have to have
as
a
prices
mix.
go up, it's going to.
Yeah. Well, that would be. I mean, what do you think? I mean, like you're a realtor. I mean, what do you? I mean, I know we're out here at the beach, but like it's. I don't. You can't fight it. You can't win against it.
Well, yeah, it's just city regulation permits and things like that. It's and what are the people going to want? I think as we watch more and more cranes show up downtown, and you wonder, okay, yeah, that's condos above, but it's all going to be retail underneath. But what's the price of that
the
retail? And are the developers in line with the culture of St. Pete to not allowing some of the bigger boxes to come in?
Yeah.
Could we use maybe a little of it?
Well,
but
the Whole
maybe.
Foods just opened. It's my favorite grocery
But think
store.
about. I mean, you think about as a local. Like I think about the price of a beer or price of a shirt or whatever your product is, and then you have to think about what the amount that you would have to sell to afford this price per square foot.
There has to be some kind of give and take.
And I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I used to work at a thrift store, not thrift store, like a, what do you call it? Like a secondhand shop and a bagel shop on Central next to the old State Theater in high school. It's called like Theo's Deli. It's gone. The old State, it's like, it is kind of sad. I will say, like that was a cool vibe, but also I would never go down there in the night.
Right.
So you have to.
I think if people demand it, then they're the ones with the money.
Yeah.
Even the 400 Central and all the millions or billions you can bring into it. At the end of the day, it's the people that are going to spend the money.
Yeah.
Well, and that's where but it could be money from out of other cities,
Right.
second homes and things like that. So
Yeah,
you have
and
to watch.
that leave and they're not there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I
not
don't
saying
want
it's
us
going to be a bad
priced
thing.
Yeah, I think it has to be a mix.
But we got to just watch.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I
I would
mean,
hate to see all the
400
locals
Central.
to leave.
No, I don't think that's going to
Yeah.
happen. We just have to watch the costs.
Yeah.
$9 for a cup of coffee.
It's a little much. It's St. Pete. Let's calm down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you don't want. And what do they say? The next Miami or whatever. You don't want to be New York.
Well, I think it's like we're kind of. Have you guys been to Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're on the early stages of that. Because
And we lived in Denver and Atlanta, so this is the smallest city we've ever lived in.
Yeah, and I come from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Right,
So like,
but they were already established. Like they were
Yeah.
already metropolitan established areas. You look at Austin and that growth and how it went up in
tremendous growth, but it came from an art local kind of
And
scene
then people are leaving.
vibe.
and then they capitalized on it, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then we couldn't afford to be here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just watching that because I think development will continue down Central.
Yeah.
And
Even
how
on
far-
9th Street, like you
Yeah.
see, the
Right. You come.
people are
The
all up in
Darien
arms
that's
about the
going
Darien.
down, and
And
they're building 1.6 condos there. I mean,
that seems a little wild. But.
it's
South St. Pete's having a new development that I
Yeah.
just saw was announced. A massive project.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah. So it's
I think
don't
like
know.
we gotta roll with the bunches.
roll with it,
Yeah.
Roll
but
with
pay attention. I think, like you're saying, pay attention
and
and be active.
Yep.
Right.
Pay attention to what's gonna stay the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always looking at what's going to change. And
Yeah.
I'm,
Pay
and I
attention
just
will say the same. I like that.
there's a
I like that.
Morgan Housel. He wrote the book Psychology of Money, and he had just
Yeah.
started his new book, Same as Ever, and it has this big infinity sign on it, which I think is cool because
Yeah.
infinity is crazy. But his whole concept of what's this going to be the same. We can't predict the future, but what are people always going to care about?
I
you know?
like that.
Like people will always want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
and
will always seek community. How they
true.
seek that community
Yeah.
may change.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we adapt to that? We're always looking
that.
at what's changing, but what will be
What's
the same?
gonna? Yeah.
Right.
I
It was
like
a,
that.
it was a frame, a mindset
Yeah.
shift.
Yeah. It is a mindset shift.
What can we keep the same?
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
You can keep your, your values, your authenticity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Love.
You know, the love
Right.
thing and
Beer.
the love
No, I'm
thing.
just kidding.
And the fact that that people always want
Yeah.
to socialize, like you're saying.
Socialize.
They
It's
don't
the
wanna
point of
come
that
together.
NA and
Yeah.
non-alcoholics, and more people are becoming
Yeah.
sober.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily the beer may change,
No.
But they want to come together.
but they want to come together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
share.
a big thing.
And that's why we,
I have a lot of friends who want to come together, and they're like, but I don't, they're calling ahead to make sure there's options.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want people to know.
Well, and beyond even that, having the trucks and like we talked about Erica with her, tacos and Mexican food, like they'll come and just eat that.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't even come on the patio.
And that's fine.
They're just
Like they
coming
don't
here.
even come inside, and that's perfectly fine. As long as we're supporting the people that are helping
Yeah.
support us, it's like
Yeah.
come eat our tacos or come take it
Yeah.
out, take it home.
don't care.
Like that's cool. We can provide that, but like you don't have to drink. You don't have
Yeah.
to drink water. You
Yeah.
know, you go eat tacos. Like, but
Fine.
But you don't have to drink
But
alcohol.
you're
You don't have to
crea-
drink
right.
beer. And
But just having bodies helps.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the kids like it. It's
My daughter did a school project about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she's a family member.
Yeah, and no, she's great. But again, I mean, we're very conscious of the NA, that movement is important.
Yeah.
Time left? Okay.
All right.
Sorry. This is real life, folks. Look, our hard drive might be getting full.
Oh no,
Are we talking too
No,
much?
no,
We
it's
tend to
good.
do
No, it's
that.
good. What's
No,
it
we're
say?
good.
How much time's left?
We still have like an hour and 37, 117 gigabytes.
Oh,
It's flashing. So
I don't know
if
why.
That means it's stopped recording.
Look, just to be real with everyone watching, this is our first time taking over the studio.
mad props
If
to,
this didn't
to the new
record,
crew.
Yeah, Dom she does so much, and she's rocking it right now. We got a flashy light. It still says recording.
Hit save.
Oh boy.
Hit
It
save.
might not be taken anymore, but we
Well,
can still
stop
rock
the
with it.
recording and see what happens. Why is that one light flashing?
We'll take a break, and we'll be right. Hey, we can always come back
Now
in
it
3
says
months.
we're good. Yeah, right. Does it look like we're good now?
Don't make me do this again.
We don't know what happened, but we think we're back.
We're flashing.
We're back. We gotta figure
We're
out that
flashing.
happened.
we don't even know what goes on.
We don't
at
know
the
where
beach.
this conversation stopped and go, but I will tell you these two are amazing. And so I'm curious, what do you think St. Pete is missing?
Oh no.
Again, the pedestrian.
Yeah, so what do
safety.
we pedestrian safety? So what does that mean for you? More crosswalks, more yield sign? What do we?
Something. Again, the city's been great. I'm meeting with them at 2:30 today.
Turn signals.
Yeah,
would be my
we've had
first-
some. Yeah.
Well, people learn how to drive.
Yeah, well, they
Forced
Yeah.
to- I-
more car
Yeah,
education.
I think,
tougher driver license
walkability,
requirements.
just making it safer for bikers.
Well, everyone's in
pedestrians.
such a hurry.
Yeah.
Everyone's in such
What
a
are
hurry.
you in a hurry about, guys?
Yeah. I mean,
Slow
why are you
down.
going 55 and a 35?
Yeah.
I mean, I get,
No.
it's that fast pace.
Freaking me
That's
out.
the city. So there is that juxtaposition of keeping it what St. Pete was and what can stay the
Yeah.
same. And with growth, and if you're going to hurry, you got to hurry your, like what's the hurry?
Yeah,
I
I think
don't-
that's part of the problem. If we have so many people from so many different areas,
Yeah.
and so then you merge these different driving styles
Yeah.
into it's not the New York people drive way different than the
I lived in
California.
Atlanta.
Dude, when I
Right,
left
yes.
it, when I 10
Yeah.
years in Atlanta and I went to Denver, I'm like, these people don't even know how to drive. And
Yeah.
actually, they're just going the speed limit.
Yeah. Right.
Because I had spent 10
We
years
were like,
driving in
what's
Atlanta.
happening?
Yeah.
It's very
And so,
relaxed.
Missing, I don't know what's
Missing,
yeah. But,
Good. No, I can't say it. Nope, I can't say it. I'll get in trouble.
no, don't say it.
No.
I don't know.
More
what it's-
options for sushi.
What? There's great sushi. What?
Where?
We haven't even been to that one place.
I
yet.
haven't been there.
That was
That's
so
why I
good.
said
That
more-
was so
more
funny.
options.
More options.
There is
Yeah.
great sushi. I would just like more options.
Got it. You want to change the vibe up more?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few, but I'm with.
Where? Can you text me?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I like.
Are they in St. Pete though?
Yeah.
Not
I
in
think-
Tampa.
I think they're like decent. Now I will say
Decent.
the sushi that I had when I lived in Philadelphia, top tier,
Denver sushi, some of the best I've had in my
which is
entire life.
crazy.
Well, it's all
'Cause you're-
landlocked.
Well,
I mean, you're not getting sushi from the ocean
the one
here.
sushi
Right.
chef, the one sushi chef in Denver was flying it from his home
village in Japan.
From
Right. Well, that's how it was. I mean, this
Denver.
Yeah.
little place in Philly, you
Everyday
could fit
flights.
6 people in
Yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm
Had the
looking
best.
for.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
That's
think
a
they're
very
actually.
specific
I
thing to
understand.
really want.
Not scale, not serving 100
No,
people.
yeah,
Like
and I
it's-
think there are some places that I've heard are popping up, and there are some good places, so no one get mad at me.
Wasn't bad.
Everyone's
It was
It
like,
was bad.
it's like in between. I mean, in
it's
between
tough.
was
It's a
cool.
tough question,
Yeah.
you know. But
yeah. What is St. Pete missing? I mean, again,
if we're gonna because we are the
walkability.
locals, and
Yeah.
even with the show and what you guys think about how many people you're in contact with.
Yeah.
yeah,
If there's something we want, I feel like we can get it.
We can.
I do.
We can.
I
think.
do.
I don't think it's missing, but I loved what you said about what would stay the same.
Yeah.
And I think that you grow that in a way. It's like the community.
Yeah, I
As
like
it
that too.
continues to grow, we don't want to lose that heart of that would be what is
I
missing.
feel like you're making my comment about sushi feel really low. Community.
Community.
Fine.
I don't even know. where
No,
to
but
go,
I mean, I've heard all
But
kinds
like,
of different answers.
like for example, they're like more love, right? People are getting frustrated, the traffic and the growth, and everyone's kind of like it feels like there's tension in general. So kind of like what you're saying, for everyone just to
slow down.
we're
and-
still people, we're humans.
yeah.
Everyone seems frustrated a little bit more. Like it's
Maybe we
okay.
need more
Everybody.
bicycles.
Yeah, but think about
Yeah,
like maybe
relax.
like New York where it's all disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're in a city of millions and you walk down the street and no one pays attention to you.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want
love
that.
we
Yeah,
love New York.
Love New York.
You're like, but you're not going there for a community. You're not going, you know,
Right.
like
It's a
that's
di-
gone.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's
so-
community at scale.
Yeah.
Like it's just the
Yeah.
fact that we're
It's
New
just- yeah.
Yorkers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'm just a New Yorker amongst the crowd, and we love it, you know. But I don't think
You don't know the person you're walking
Yeah.
by. Like,
Right.
You can't go somewhere now and not see someone you
We
know.
just came out of our house earlier and saw like the soccer director was riding his bike with his wife.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah,
I want to keep it that way.
keep it.
He waved or maybe yelled at Jonathan. He probably did something wrong.
Yeah. But I mean,
You guys are so funny.
I love that. I love the question. I wouldn't even have thought about
That's a great
what
question.
it's missing. Probably
Yeah.
not car washes. Probably
Definitely
not.
not.
Definitely
You know,
not
like
car
things-
washes.
like, I can think of all the things that it's not
Right.
missing,
Right.
but
Full
that's
service car
that's a
washes.
tough that's a tough question.
Yeah. No,
it's
you
an
guys
interesting
answered it.
question.
You answered it.
I
You
know.
answered it. You have so many spots, but let's say it's your birthday. You have to stay in St. Pete. Where are we going to eat? Andy can't be room.
I know.
Kalita.
Calitas.
Yeah.
And now in between days.
Oh.
Yeah. And afterwards, we'll go to Lost and Found.
Lost and Found. Oh, we
Oh, you
love
love
Lost
Lost
and
and
Found.
Shout
oh,
out
it's
Stephen Shrut.
So
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
We love it there.
The mid-century, the
Yeah.
The carpet
and,
art.
the carpet art, the
Or
play-
is
the-
it carpeted
the
art?
pin- the pin- it's-
and he hand selected all that stuff. And
We
That's
love-
great.
we have
oh,
like
it's
a-
so and
we-
we're and,
we
and
have
it's
an
like
inside
and as
joke
soon as you
about
think
this.
you're the oldest person in there, you
You're
know there's
not.
someone older
Oh,
than
yeah,
you.
no, it's not.
It's perfect. And,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know the music and the band and then the DJs after.
It's so fun.
That's the place.
It's a
but-
vibe in there.
But that's after dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love Kalita's. It's incredible. And
Yeah,
yeah.
you talk about when you talk about like the sushi place in
Yeah.
Philly. Not that it's sushi, but it's that I think they have 3 4 tops in the back and like 3 2 tops in the
Sit at
front
the bar,
and
though.
6 at the bar. So you're talking about 20 24 people
That's it.
max.
Tight. Yeah.
Beautiful place.
So
I
cool.
mean, you know, local husband and wife.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there, and they come to our place, and we go to their.
That's
you
awesome.
know, like,
I have to
if
go
we,
there.
If we
trade
can get the
we
reservations.
trade reservations with a couple we met there that are now our friends that come to our place.
Yeah. So that's obviously that's.
Yeah.
I think we did go there for your. What did we go for? Your birthday.
Yeah, probably.
No, we did go. So
That's how you do it. That's why
so
it was
that
easy
like-
to answer.
So we'll
Yeah.
do it again when it comes around
Yeah,
again.
probably.
But
It's a great question. What about you? Was that what you do for your birthday? Because he really likes fried chicken.
that's a difference. That's my Georgianness.
Yeah.
That's a different situation.
There's a lot of good spots, and I had something, but I forgot.
That's all right.
Yeah, it happens.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to hang out with you
I know,
guys.
we're
the
just
rest of
having
the
a
day.
good time. Like,
Yeah,
I'm getting a little thirsty,
No, I
but
know.
that's okay.
Where's the Coldies?
Yeah, where's the Coldies?
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
Coldies.
I know.
He has been away
I
from
know.
the brewery
Normally
for
we
at
have
least an hour
water
and
and
15
everything.
minutes.
We're
That's
adapting.
fine.
with
We're
the
very
changes.
happy to be.
Yeah,
that-
thanks for
that
having
Even though
us.
we're the 58th, we're the first.
Yeah.
You know, and
No,
and
you
a
are
race-
the first brewery.
Yeah, the first brew,
Oh,
but the
cool.
first since the production Jonathan.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
change as
Second.
well?
We had
Second.
another one right before you guys.
Oh, okay, good. All right. First day.
First day.
I'll take it.
So
We'll
we'll
take
see how this all comes
Come
together.
in. We'd love to treat you to a
No,
drink.
I would love to be there. I would love to be there.
Yeah.
There's it's so many good places to try and
100%.
get around, but I'm always love support. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Have you guys been to Bin 6 South yet?
No, but we really want to go.
Yes, I had them on the show.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
One of the chefs in the sommelier. And,
yes.
Oh,
I've heard it's amazing.
it's awesome. 12 people, 6
Yes.
at the bar,
Yes.
6 at the table.
Oh, is that the one where you
Yeah.
together?
Yeah.
Or the family table, or is that somewhere else?
No, that's somewhere
Oh,
else.
that's that. Where you
But you want to go there just as a couple, or take 6 of your friends and
Yeah.
get the whole table.
Oh yeah,
and-
I've heard this.
Yes.
I really want to go there
Yes,
too.
they do a phenomenal job.
That's cool.
Have you
Yeah.
been to Nami Nori
No.
yet, or the new steak place? Anyway, I
No.
just keep trying to get there too.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of it.
But that's how exciting is that
Yeah.
we can
Ye-
like
yeah.
well, you know that one place
Yeah.
where we haven't
Well, that's
Yeah.
part of the culture. Everyone knows that, like, oh, there's so
Or have
many
you been
cool-
to the new next to Baba? It's part of Baba. It's like a 10 fish.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, someone was telling me about it yesterday.
Shit,
Been
I
there
can't
either.
keep up.
I know.
I try. Like, I really do try.
I
to
do too.
stay- Yeah.
I have like a running list.
well, let's think about other places.
There are. If I'm forgetting, I feel bad. Like we
No,
have
it's-
so many, like we have
yeah.
amazing food trucks that
Yeah,
come. Like
yeah, you have all your
Well,
people.
and
of
then
course.
like
James
to-
from Johnny Nevada's.
we have like the
Or-
pizza box, the
Oh, yeah.
boutique.
Oh yeah,
there.
boutique. They're always there. Wait, another thing. I just want to. Have you met Bob from I Love the Berg?
Have not.
Because he is a wonderful person, and he has given us so much love
Yeah,
and
early
press.
on love, too,
Early
yeah.
on, like reaches out, and
We should connect with Bob.
you
Yeah,
should.
Bob's
I
good.
just want to say, like, he is the nicest person.
Well, and
Yeah.
his and like his what's happening in the Berg, top 5 things
Yeah,
this week.
no,
and
I
he'll
love it.
just like
People-
reach out to check in, like,
Yeah.
how are you? Can
Yeah.
I do anything?
and not just for self-serving, really.
No, like I
gives
would
us
like.
stuff to do
I'm
as
like,
well. you
I'm
know?
like, are you around? Like, can I do anything for you? Because he's a good human being. He's also Southern, and like those are the type of people. Like he's
Love
a
that.
genuine person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real.
So, yeah.
Real.
I'm gonna connect you
Real.
all.
Let's
You would
just
love him.
Please.
keep it low. Keep it St. Pete real.
Keep it
Oh.
real.
Keep it real.
Did we just
Real.
start something?
Keep
Yeah.
St. Pete real.
Yeah.
Keep it
is.
real.
Doesn't
We
need to be
might-
weird. Doesn't need to
yeah.
be local.
We're
it needs
not
to be
perfect,
Yeah.
but we are real.
We are real.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
We can't take the
this.
weird. Austin already has
Yeah.
it.
We're
I think-
real.
Or local. I mean, local's a
Yeah, we love-
Keep St. Pete real.
Keep it real.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going back to like the 80s.
Yeah.
Love it.
90s.
Look, you just mentioned Lost and Found. What's the vibe
I
in
mean,
there?
I'm
Yeah.
wearing
Oh my
overalls.
God.
I don't know what's happening right now.
And your hat. If anyone
know.
hasn't noticed her hat, so I left my house for this. Perfect.
Yeah. Got it at the Mezzo Market.
I appreciate you leaving
Oh
my
yeah,
house for
Mezzo.
this.
Let's talk about Mezzo.
Mezzo,
Love
yeah.
I love the Mezzo
Jared,
Market.
Yeah.
Jared. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
met
don't-
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
too many.
It's too many.
I could
And
go on all
anyone-
day.
and
Yeah.
anyone we did forget, I don't want anyone to get upset. but
No, it's okay.
Because
Yeah, we love you.
everyone's been so supportive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone
You know,
has.
and
And if
the-
we forgot you, please, it's not
And
personal.
I want to. We want to
We
support.
be here
all
all
Yeah.
day.
day. Yeah.
We be here all day.
We go in there.
I
We're-
will
Yeah.
leave this and cry
And
in
we
the
haven't
car
mentioned
if
a
I
lot
forgot
of.
you.
We haven't mentioned a lot of gyms just because I lost my gym membership. But,
I'm going to make him walk home.
Yeah. I got to get back. Get
Yeah,
back
he's been
on
drinking
it.
a lot of Coldies.
A lot of Coldies.
A lot of Coldies and not enough gym time. But
And you start
we'll get
hanging
there.
out with Jim.
Yeah.
He misses you.
Jim is a good guy.
Too many food trucks, too many Coldies, not enough time in the gym.
Ask the staff, and again, and I do. This is kind of my pitch is like, yes, the beer is good. Yes, the location is cool. Yes, the vibe is cool. The staff is
Oh my gosh.
unbelievable.
We're so lucky.
And it's like these things that you want that you're like, okay, we need a good manager. We need a good staff. We don't know how we're gonna do it.
We say I love you to them, and they say it back to us. And when I say, like, I don't care what books you read, I am a businesswoman. I don't care. I mean it.
Yeah.
If I ever
Well,
have to
I mean, this
let
is
them
their life.
go.
They're spending their time.
But and if I do, if things don't work out, it will be like the most genuine.
Like, oh.
Yeah, like
We call that the Velvet Hammer.
the velvet.
the
Hammer.
sugar coat sandwich.
Yeah, there you went. Yeah.
The Velvet Hammer. Yeah,
I like that.
it's just like they not only they kick ass, obviously, you know,
But
it's
they're
like,
good people.
It's not, you know, it's not hard to pour a beer or to pop
Yeah,
a
but
can
they do so
open,
much
but
more,
like the
man.
nuances, the subtleties, the way that they watch the customers, the way that they know what their customers are drinking, or they can anticipate things that are going to happen. All of these things and the high volume. I mean, they're
'Cause,
they're
like, we don't
phenomenal.
know.
That's a testament to the culture that you've created.
We're
Right.
trying.
Yeah.
You have.
It's-
I'm going to give you the props because I know as entrepreneurs and business owners, it's hard for us to do that.
Yeah.
But this is.
We're
you're-
learning as we
Right,
go.
right.
We're a
you're-
lot
This
to
is a
learn.
product of you.
Well, come out
That's
and we'll
good.
show
That's
you.
nice.
I'm down.
I appreciate that.
Text us. I
Yes,
mean, we're
yes,
there.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
yes, yes.
100%.
If we're not there, we're just at soccer,
No,
horseback
I'm coming.
riding.
I'll bring the gang.
Yeah.
I'll
Please
bring,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It changes
yeah,
it.
and like I said, we're having networking events there. There's,
So
you know,
fun.
we're not an event space, but
trying.
but the events that we have had have been communal in that sense, you know, because it's like they're still going to be our regular customers there, and we've able to have parties.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin it for them.
anniversaries,
Yeah.
and but even the network, we've had some cool business networking
Yeah, it's been
things
fun.
there, and I think. Again, it just comes back to community
Yeah.
and support and love. And
Love,
when
yeah.
you have people coming every week or over and over again, or first time customers, or staff that is devoting, we're all getting, they're getting paid, but that's not a reason to really
They
love.
could go work
something.
anywhere.
They can work anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they choose to do that, so we shower them with that.
We
love.
also do Simpsons photos of all of them.
Yeah, Simpsons character.
Yeah, characters.
Oh, that's
pictures.
great.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'll see that when you come.
Yeah.
It's important for us as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Employees of the month.
Yeah.
Right now it's just Kyler.
Yeah, we had to. It took a little while to get the other ones,
Yeah.
but they're coming up, so you can come by.
Right, they're at
and,
Walgreens right now.
and
They're coming
Yeah,
up.
there you
frame
go.
them and put them up,
Yeah,
and
I love that.
see
I
the
love
Simpsons
that.
characters.
I
The
love it.
music's great, and again,
He'll never stop talking if you
it's awesome.
don't stop him.
This is all. This is
No,
all.
I
I'm
love
just
it. I give this
well,
guy the mic.
It's
Yeah.
surreal to be here
Yeah.
and to talk about it. You
No,
know,
it's
and
good.
We're
for
really
you to
proud.
have us on
Yeah.
here.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, of
It's
course.
honored.
This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
This is what it's
Yeah.
all about.
It's
To hear
awesome.
this is the only thing I care about is just hearing the story.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Well, you gave us that. You gave us that
Thank
platform.
you.
so
I know. I want to
we're
hear more
grateful
about
for
you.
that. Too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
for,
What
the,
else?
for the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need
Let's
to
talk about
reverse
the other
this.
people that came
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah.
And I've watched a lot of them, and
Yeah.
it's really
Appreciate
cool. I like
that.
the production and
Appreciate that.
and all that. So
Yeah.
it's really
yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah.
We've been working hard at it.
Have you
and-
gotten any of the Rowdies players? Or
Yeah, we have.
Leo Fernandez is a family friend, and we love him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a
Um,
great guy.
why am I slipping? This is the worst. When you put me on the
Forrest
spot.
Lasso?
Forrest Lasso.
He's
so
also,
we had it.
and his
Yep.
wife
Well,
is
and he
so
left
cool.
and he came back.
Yep.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
wife, I follow
Yep.
her, and
Yep.
but
Yeah, no, they're great.
they're such nice
great.
people. But
yeah,
I
he
just,
has a good story too.
yeah,
And like the the Rays. I mean, just having that stuff here, that's so cool.
There's so much
Yeah.
going on. That's
Yeah.
where I was nervous so that we weren't gonna have enough guests.
I could think I could
your
think
idea.
of a million.
We
guests already.
have the
Yeah.
opposite problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was like. I was worried about.
But I'm
Thanks-
always looking for
Thanks for
good
having us.
recommendations.
Then. Oh, I could
Oh,
give you.
she's the.
Oh my gosh, I could give you so
No,
many.
we'll connect
Bob
after.
from I Love the Berg,
Yeah,
or even
we'll
just
connect
like
after. And
I'll
we'll
have the
go
Berg
through
will
it.
be
the
cool.
St. Pete
Yeah.
Football Club, like Chad, who used to be a Rowdies coach, is now Hans. They've been here forever. It's
The,
our
the
son.
Rowdies are so cool. Like
The
the
Rowdies.
kids can run around. Like
Yeah.
I'm not worried about
It's
where
so
they are.
fun.
Isn't it? That's
Like,
crazy.
our
I love
12-year-old,
going to the
yeah.
games.
Yeah, they're
love
so
going
We
to the
let
games.
Oh
him
my
just
gosh.
run around. I would
And,
never
he,
have done
and
that.
he just immediately sees somebody he knows there
Yeah.
Yeah,
at
he's-
12
he's-
years
he's
old.
hanging out.
It's like a big city,
There's more
small
people than I
town.
know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like, where is he? Oh, he's with his friends. Don't bother him.
You know, the more and
Yeah.
more conversations I have with people like yourselves, the more it's like, this is home.
Yeah, it's
Have you ever
wild.
just like it's
Uh,
just,
Yes.
it's home?
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
a jerk. It took me this long to move back.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
Well, it wasn't here, but now it is.
It is.
It
It's
is.
cool.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
amazing.
people like you that are making it. So I thank you.
And you.
Yes,
So
Yeah,
we're
and
working
you.
together.
Oh yeah,
We're working
doing
together.
doing this. I mean,
Yeah,
This is so fun.
putting it
Yeah.
on the map. Putting it on the
Anyway,
map.
we're not leaving.
If
so
people
ever.
are still with us,
yes.
because just in case, or somehow,
Sorry.
if we don't know, we don't know
We're
what's
so
happening.
sorry about the length of this.
Look, this is from day one of new production crew working the sticks here. So, but they're still with us. What should they comment below? One word.
If they're still with us,
If they're
what should they
still
comment?
watching, like they've been however long we've been going.
How did you feel about this? One word
One
about how
word.
you felt about this whole episode. Is that what you're looking for?
No,
What's
like,
the word?
Well, it's one common
I got it.
word.
Oh, one common word? What?
Real.
Real.
Oh, real.
Real.
Yes.
Comment real.
What do you mean?
Yes,
I feel
comment.
like I'm in
if
a
you're
staff meeting.
No. If you're still here with us, we appreciate you. First of
real.
all, thanks for
Real.
sticking around and comment real, so we know that you're real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
yeah.
real?
Are
Good
you
one.
real? Yeah. No, that was
that.
good. Good job, Jonathan. Good job.
I'm good for something.
Where can they find you other than at Golden Isles?
Yeah, so Stay Golden. I think we're StayGoldenSt.Pete.com or StayGolden_St. Pete at Instagram.
Yeah.
At @StayGolden_St. Pete's our handle.
Okay.
So we went with the StayGoldenSt.Pete.com. That's
Yep.
kind of our,
Love
you know,
it.
instead of just doing Golden Isles
Love
Brewing
it.
Co.
Yeah.
We're Stay Golden St. Pete.
Yeah.
Stay golden.
Stay golden.
Stay golden. my
Stay
friend.
golden, stay real, right?
Yeah,
That's
stay
it,
golden, stay real.
Yeah.
Grab a
I
Cody.
love it.
Grab a Cody.
Grab a Cody.
Next round's on me.
All right, let's do it. You guys have been awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
You're
Yes.
awesome.
Thank you.
That
Good
was
job,
great.
crew.
Yeah.
Thank
Do you
you
think
guys.
we got it? Was it still ticking?
Yeah, I mean, it's still fine
sweating.
again, but